And I'm Noah Luchin.
As student ambassadors, we were so disappointed when last year's and this year's celebration dinner auctions were both canceled.
We always have such a great time at these. We love serving you and just being with you.
Well, we're glad you're here tonight, and although we can't be with you in person, we did want to create something for you. So the following video is from all of us student ambassadors.
This is our gift to bless you and hopefully make you smile.
We know that tonight is ultimately about raising money so that students like us can come to CA.
Thank you so much. We know many of us would not be here if it weren't for people like you.
We hope you have a wonderful evening, and now we present
Love.
Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, I know that's what they say. But right now it seems this loneliness won't go away. Yeah. Can anybody feel this heartache? Is anyone around? Feels like we're running round in circles, we can't catch a breath. We can't enjoy the moment when we always want what's next, yeah. Just when I can't take no more, it's when I hear you say, don't hang your head when you get lonely. No, I'll never leave your side. And don't go thinking you're the only one that can get it right. Yeah, you got my love, 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 love down in your soul. Yeah, you got my love, 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 and I won't let you go. I know there's nowhere I can run, there's nowhere I can hide from the one who gave his life so I could get back mine, yeah. So when you can't take no more, look up and hear him say, don't hang your head when you get lonely. No, I'll never leave your side. And don't go thinking you're the only one that can get it right. Yeah, you got my love, 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 love down in your soul. Yeah, you got my love, 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 and I won't let you go. Your mercy is new every morning. Your grace sustains all of my life. You are the one that I run to. In you I am satisfied. Oh, your mercy is new every morning. Your grace sustains all of my life. You are the one that I run to. In you I am satisfied. Don't hang your head when you get lonely. No, I'll never leave your side. And don't go thinking you're the only one that can get it right. Yeah, you got my love, 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 love down in your soul. Yeah, you got my love, 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 and I won't let you go.
Welcome to Concordia Academy's 2021 At-Home Gala, CA Unmasked. Well, tonight's gala is unlike any other in CA's history because, of course, we're in the midst of a year unlike any in our history. In many ways, it's been a great year at CA. We've been blessed to meet every day and in person. Our teachers have been amazing, going above and beyond to meet the ever-changing concerns and needs of our students and family. And our students have been exceptional. Despite all the new policies and rules and limitations and, of course, masks, there has been a real sense of purpose and energy and even joy in our student body. You saw it reflected in that dance video that they did. That was written, directed, and produced all by our students. Of course, I'm still a little bit hurt that they turned down my offer to feature some of my world-famous Michael Jackson moves, but I get it. Let the 80s be the 80s. In fact, our greatest challenge this year has simply been financial. Because of COVID, we were forced to cancel both last year's and this year's celebration dinner auctions, which resulted in a deficit of nearly $160,000 for CA, with most of this money being earmarked for student financial aid. And add to that the fact that this year, for our families, the need for financial aid has skyrocketed. Many of our families have, in fact, lost jobs, taken pay cuts, had hours reduced. And I think something we often forget is that we have a significant amount of families who on their evenings and weekends work Target Field, Target Center, the Excel Center, all to earn extra money that goes directly toward tuition. Well, that money just all went away this year. So here we are. Here is our need. Our funds for financial aid drastically reduced because of our canceled auction, and our families' need for financial aid drastically increased for all the reasons I just shared. Well, tonight we are asking you to help us close the gap. Every dollar you give tonight will help ensure that one more student, one more family is able to attend CA and receive the Christ-centered education that these students and these families so desperately desired. Here's how you can help. On your screen, you'll see a donation options box. Find it and choose your level of impact. You can donate anytime during our program. While we would love for you to donate tonight, you can come back to this site and donate anytime through April 30th. We'll give you a moment to look at these impact levels. Now I could talk all night about the incredible difference that your gifts make in the lives of students and families. But tonight I thought I would invite a few friends to share with you their stories.
We're Jerry and Kathy Adamson, and our son is August, and he's a 9th grader here at CA, and he's 3rd out of 4 boys in our family.
I'm Jorge, and this is my wife Christina, and we have two daughters attending CA. One is a senior, and the other one is a sophomore.
My name is Ben Griffin, my wife Kate. We have had 3 kids in Concordia. One is in college now, Nate Griffin, and then Eli Griffin and Ava Griffin.
Yeah, as we talked with him about, dreaming about high school, what do you hope for your experience? And he named a couple different things that were important to him, but top of his list was to be able to experience a high school education in a Christian school.
Well, 4 years ago when we returned from the mission work that we were doing in Peru, we knew that we wanted a good, solid Christian education for our girls, and that was the primary reason we returned to the U.S., was to give that to our girls.
Well, we had always wanted our kids to be able to go here, mostly because we knew some staff members here and knew the caliber and the quality of those staff members and wanted them to be able to speak into our kids' formative years in high school.
Well, I can tell you that if we were just looking at the tuition number, we knew there was no way that our kids were going to be able to come to CA.
But we also knew that as missionaries and on a missionary salary, we would not be able to afford that.
Yeah, that was the first thought. We can't afford it, but we were really interested in sending our girls to a Christian school that has Christian values and provides that Christian foundation.
We let August know that without financial aid, Concordia was not going to be an option.
So I think, I guess I don't remember the details, but there was some interaction or email back and forth with you that gave us hope that there are some options.
It was reassuring, my experience with talking with Rhea and finding out that there's hope. We can really start praying about this and filling out some applications.
And so knowing that there were people out there that have given and continue to give so that not only their children can receive this type of education, but others and other children and other families can benefit and receive this type of education. We're very, very grateful.
And knowing not just one kid, but having 3 kids, for us all 3 at the same time coming through were some considerations, and it really did make a humongous difference for us.
I remember being in this office in August getting his green t-shirt, I'm in, and we took a photo op with you, and it was almost kind of shocking.
So when we heard that this could work, and I don't remember the exact moment, but when we knew that this option was really a viable option, there's a lot of joy in our hearts.
It's not even something I really dreamt for any of our kids until just a year ago, really, because I just always thought it was impossible.
One is that we realize that what they're getting here at CA, they can't get in a public school. They wouldn't have the opportunity to have scripture class. They wouldn't have teachers who are so passionate about not just what they're teaching, but how they teach it. And they wouldn't have math teachers that can talk about Christ in the same lesson, or science teachers, or art teachers, or people that challenge them to not only expand their minds and their knowledge, but also touch their hearts.
He comes home talking about chapel, talking about the messages that he hears from speakers who have come, and we love what we hear.
And we can say, we see that we have a college-age son now, so he's gone all the way through, graduated. He had a great experience here, people speaking into his life. But in that next stage, the seeds that were planted here, he's now in a public university, involved in active in campus ministry, and I truly believe we would not be in this place, and he would not be in that place spiritually if it wasn't for the environment here and how that spoke into him.
And it's such a delight as a parent to see that your child is thriving at school. And so I don't know that I could name one thing, but it's just the whole combination of things. And I think something that I personally really value is how he is seeing in his teachers and his coaches and other students valuing the things that we value at home. And that's a treasure as a parent, to know that there's other adults building into your child's life what you've been setting as the foundation, throughout their upbringing to this point. So
When the things that we're teaching at home get mentioned at school, like within days of each other,
yeah.
that's the Holy Spirit. And it happens too often to just write it off as a coincidence.
And I think about how she's more prepared to face the challenges of the world, not just education-wise, but because she's got a good, strong Christian faith-based education. She's taken advantage of all the college classes that that CA has to offer. She's done sports, the arts, theater. She's been able to be active in all those things. I think she's just grown spiritually in her own personal faith, and made good, what I would consider probably even lifelong friends here at CA. And so just having that opportunity to be able to experience all those things in a safe and Christian environment is important to us.
It is obvious that you fight for the character and the quality of the school. And that isn't always easy. I know it makes for some hard decisions at times, but it is always driven towards Jesus, and it is always with the right heart and mind in place. I'm incredibly thankful for that. One of the other things I really appreciate about the school is that and we tell people this all the time, it's so spiritually alive. Like when I describe Concordia to people, which is fairly often, I'll say, yeah, we love that our kids are there, we love the education, and it's spiritually alive. Because that's not a given in Christian schools these days, and it is a given here.
Well, we are so grateful. You have made all the difference to the Adamsons and the next generation of the Adamsons with your generosity. We wouldn't be at Concordia without your help.
I'm very grateful and thankful for many of you that not just give financially, but also pray for families like ours.
Really, the greatest gift is the gift that we're able to give our girls, is the gift of education. And that gift is not possible without those of you who give, who are generous, who use what God has given you, your talents and your abilities, and then give beyond to families who are like us, who are in need. And so there's no greater gift, I think, than you giving of yourselves, of your time, and of your talents to give the gift of education. And for that, we are very, very grateful.
Thank you so much. You have literally changed the trajectory of our kids' lives. And for that, I am so very grateful. You've not only modeled to us how to be generous with gifts, but also our own kids see that as well. So thank you for your generosity and willingness to give out of what you have. So thank you.
Yeah. Was the camera rolling for that, Norm?
Yes, it was.
Well, as you've likely gathered, tonight we are not auctioning off anything. Now, some have told us that that is a mistake, that people won't just give. Well, we don't expect anyone to just give. We hope and expect people to give because that's what we were created to do. Generosity is a spiritual gift. And tonight we're giving you the opportunity to exercise that gift. You're welcome. But the truth is that we were created to bless one another. This is when we as the church and individuals are at our best. As so many of you generous people have discovered and experienced over and over again in your lives, that when you give, you truly do receive. The generous themselves will be blessed. Proverbs 22. Well, we have stated our need. We are desperately short of financial aid because of the cancellation of our auctions. And our families, current and our future hopeful families, are in need of financial aid this year more than ever because of the reasons shared. Again, thank you for helping us close the gap. Every dollar you give will ensure that one more student, one more family is able to be at CA and have the opportunity to be transformed by the amazing things that God does do in and through and sometimes despite this school. Thank you. Well, tonight is also a celebration. As I said, we've had a great year thus far here at CA. In fact, here's a look at this year in 90 seconds.
Hey, friends of Concordia Academy, thanks so much for allowing me to share with you for just a few minutes. For those of you who I've not met, my name is Bob Stromberg, and I am a comedian. For over 40 years, through tens of thousands of shows, no exaggeration, I've been performing my theater and stand-up comedy from the West Coast to the West End of London. The job has been to stand in front of real people, usually large groups of tightly packed real people, and then to help them to laugh hard, to laugh all over each other. Which since 2020 we have been taught is a very dangerous thing to do. Which has made my job, honestly, it's made it pretty difficult. Because laughter is contagious, just like a virus. And just like a virus, social distancing destroys it. Now some of my friends, performing friends, some of them have discovered that the virtual environment is actually better for them. Magicians, for example, particularly the guys who do up-close sleight of hand work. Virtual is actually better for them. It's better than live. Unfortunately, I don't do magic. I mean, I do some contortions. Pretty amazing illusions. I kind of like that one. But I don't do enough for a whole show. One piece I've always loved doing in my live shows is my family slideshow. I took the slides that were taken in my boyhood, the ones that we used to view every time one of those little yellow boxes came back from the Kodak company in Rochester, New York. And we watched those 12 or 24 new slides, and then somebody would say, oh, let's watch some more. And we would look at all 2,000 of them again. Does this sound like something out of a history book? It's particularly funny for those around my age who remember how bad some of these slides were. And I didn't mind that most of the slides were of my little sister. I really love this one. I used this picture when she was 4 to convince her that when she was born, her foot was on backwards. By the way, if you're under 50, that's a hairdryer. Now, I didn't mind the double exposures. They were actually kind of fun. I particularly like this one. This moves me every time I look at it, probably because it's the only slide I have of my grandpa bouncing me on his knee. But the ones that drove me nuts were the ones that looked like this. So out of focus. I remember this day. We were sitting around this picnic table talking about how we all felt so clear and crisp. And I tried to imagine what could possibly have distracted my father so badly he failed to do the one thing that you could do with that old camera, and that is to focus the lens. So congratulations, everyone, because by your virtual presence here, you've taken the time out of your day, turned your back on all your distractions, and focused on something that's so important. Your financial support of Concordia Academy, a place where faith in Christ and academic education truly do meet. It's an investment in the future of our children, which is, of course, a rare, precious gem of great value and importance. So thank you. And I hope we can do this again soon, except I hope we can do it face to face. And when I say face to face, I mean our entire face. Thank you so much, everyone. Blessings to you.
Well, we are in the home stretch of our evening together. Thank you so much for those of you who have already given. It's so fun to see that little bar move across toward our goal. Thank you so much. And know that you can continue to give this evening, even after the program is over, on this site. Or you can always give at concordiaacademy.com, or write a check and send it into the school, or just drop off a bucket of money. It doesn't matter. We will make it all work. And remember that all your gifts will go specifically towards one more student being able to attend CA. I also want to give a special word of thank you to our friends and our sponsors at Concordia University St. Paul and Warner Stellian. Thank you. Well, we did have one game of chance this evening. Many of you signed up in advance for the opportunity to win over $1,000 in gift cards. Well, it's time to find out who that winner is. I thought it'd be good if we had a special guest do the drawing this evening, and I thought of the perfect person. I should have maybe told him in advance he'd be doing this, but it's more fun this way. Let's go find him. And here he is, Mr. Rick Kuhlman, everybody. This is amazing. Here it is, a Saturday night, and Rick is still here teaching math. And all of you students, that's fantastic. So this is truly dedication. Well, Rick, as you know, we have our At-Home Gala going on right now, and we would love for you to be our honored guest to draw the winner of our $1,000 worth of gift cards. Would you be willing to do that for us?
Can I put my name in there too?
No, it's too late.
So
just reach in, yep, mix them up.
There's your
Hand
winner.
it to me. And the winner of our $1,000 worth of gift cards is Mr. Brian Burwald. Congratulations, Burwalds and the Burwalds family. We are so happy for you, and we will be in touch to communicate and get to you your amazing prize. Now, as long as I'm here, I do want to acknowledge, as many of you know, after 49 years of teaching, his entire career here at CA, our beloved Mr. Kuhlman is retiring after this year. So you began here in 1973, right?
72.
72 you began. So you've had literally thousands of CA students, math students. In fact, you had me as one of your math students.
Yes.
Do you remember how you did in your class?
I don't know if you really want to talk about that.
That's hurtful. But the good thing is
He
principal...
didn't do bad, but he wasn't at the top.
Whoa. As principal, I've permanently sealed those files.
Okay.
So, anyways, Rick, it is... truly amazing legacy you have left and are leaving still this year here at CA. 49 years of teaching, your entire career. It goes without saying that Mr. Kuhlman is one of the most beloved teachers of all time at CA. And that's saying something, because we have had a lot of fantastic teachers here over the years. But your legacy, your love for math, your love for students, even students that struggle with math, is truly incredible. And for many of us, we remember you as Coach Kuhlman, many years of coaching and the influence you've had. It goes without saying, Rick, that much of the best of what CA is today is because you have impacted who we are at our best. And it's truly an amazing legacy you are leaving in this school and this ministry. And I just want to publicly, to all of you at home, acknowledge that and say thank you. In fact, you students that are here right now, you few that didn't know this was going to happen tonight, how about giving Mr. Kuhlman a round of applause? Would you please? Give him a round of applause. So again, Rick, we are truly blessed, and thank you, and thank you for helping us with this, and thank you for all you are and have meant and will continue to mean to CA. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have what I think is a fantastic idea. For those of you who have attended past CA auctions, you know that we usually end the evening with a special ask where all the money raised from that point on goes directly into CA's endowment. Well, tonight I want to do something special. I want to do something to honor the incredible legacy and the retirement of Rick Kuhlman. What I would like to do is create the endowed Rick Kuhlman Mathematics Scholarship. I can think of no better way to honor Rick and what he has done and given to generations of CA students. And I can think of no better way to honor what I know is his sincere love for this school and this ministry. The Rick Kuhlman Mathematics Scholarship, a 4-year, $1,000 scholarship awarded every year to a new freshman. Isn't that an awesome idea? Now, in order to do this, we need to raise $100,000 minimum. Now, that may sound like a lot, but it's 49 years of beacons out there. We certainly can do this. In fact, let's see how much of this we can raise yet tonight. On my left, you will see pop up a new tab, the Rick Kuhlman Scholarship. Right now, if you click on that, every dollar you give in there will go directly towards funding this scholarship in Rick's honor. Now, Rick doesn't know anything about this, of course. It's a total surprise to him, but again, is there any better way to bless this man who has been such a blessing to so many? Thank you. And know that even tonight, afterwards, you can continue in the weeks and months ahead to give to this scholarship. But again, let's see how much we can raise tonight. Well, thank you for tonight. Thank you for all that you have already given. Thank you for your prayers and your support and the blessing of the CA community. What a rich blessing that is to all of us here, myself included. Thank you. Thank you, and may the Lord bless you, and may the Lord continue to bless this school and continue to do the great thing that he does in and through CA. We will close tonight with a word of a blessing and a prayer by Concordia Academy's His People.